Diploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really
The buzzer by Giannis Antetokounmpo, 117-115 over the Pacers. Doc Rivers says, though, Giannis is getting fouled every night and not getting the calls.
I just think the way he gets officiated is not right. It's brutal, and hell, we can call a foul every time. Well, if you do, they'll stop fouling him. So, anyway, we won.
The Bucks road trip continues tonight in Toronto against the Raptors. College hoops, number 24th ranked Wisconsin over Campbell University, 96-64. Marquette beat Albany, 80-53. NFL, a report says Packers defensive back Nate Hobbs will now miss time with a sprained knee, and tight end Tucker Kraft out for the season with a torn ACL.
I mean, he's a hell of a player, hell of a teammate, hell of a guy. I'm bummed for him. I'm bummed for us. But now other guys are going to get an opportunity.
That's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur with Sports on Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A partly cloudy sky for tonight, a low in the mid-40s. With sunshine tomorrow, another nice day, but not as warm, highs in the mid-50s. Staying mild for Thursday and Friday, then much, much colder as we look into the upcoming weekend. Right now, it's 48.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at SCORE.org.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
to see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Night Light with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's alright, it's alright.
And now, a guy whose house has an actual wiggle room, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome to Night Light. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's do this. It's time for another episode of Night Light, coming to you live from beautiful downtown Green Bay. And it is a gorgeous night here in the state of Wisconsin. Wherever you are joining us from, welcome. Sit back, kick your feet up, turn on the radio or the app or the stream, however you choose to listen, however you choose to Night Light. It's great to have you. And we have a special surprise here tonight because producer and our friend and wedding crasher, Konrad Krieger, is back in the producer's chair. Hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah, it's good to be back.
Is it?
Yeah,
Good.
you know.
I thought I was half expecting to get a text from you say, I've decided to do nails and I'm going to pursue my dream.
You know,
up yours, Schwaba.
I don't think anyone would want me to do their nails. It'd look pretty bad. I suck at drawing.
How was your wedding? You had a good friend get married. You were in the wedding party. That's exciting.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was in the Smokies.
Yeah, beautiful area.
So, I mean, getting up there, a lot of hills and winding roads.
Beautiful setting, I would imagine.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome, yeah. Just when they were up there, in the background, why they didn't have us stand up there. They had us like sit in the front row so that you could see the Smokies in the background,
nice.
so we're not blocking the way,
Yeah.
Oh, it was really fun.
Wouldn't that be terrible if they were divorced within a year?
I don't. That would be bad.
It would be bad anyway. But I mean, with that kind of setting, when people drop that kind of coin on a wedding, man, you really hope they make it.
That's true.
That's a lot of pressure. It's best just to elope and get married at the beach, I think.
Well,
but that's fun.
Yeah.
What did you, was the rehearsal dinner fun? Did you guys party, or was it not that kind of wedding?
No, I mean, the first day I flew in, so flight got delayed a little bit on the way there, so I didn't have a ride to Gatlinburg from Knoxville, so I Ubered there.
Ooh.
Which it wasn't terrible. I thought it was going to be more expensive, but it wasn't bad. But the guy just knew his way around everything. He's like, I'm taking this way, it's faster. I'm like, that kind of sketches me out, but all right.
I got a shortcut.
And on the way there, he was telling me pretty much every sport is rigged.
Oh, I love those guys.
I mean, because it's an hour drive, so we were just like, yeah. So I was going to put my headphones on, but they just started talking right away. So I was like, all right, yeah. So, yeah, pretty much just talked about how he doesn't believe that any sports is real.
You should have just pulled the old, let's see who can be quiet the longest.
Do you want to play the quiet game, please?
That's hilarious. Well, that sounds like a good time. That's awesome.
The second day we went golfing, the most beautiful course I've ever played at.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the Smokies, the course.
Yeah. Wow.
So it was up and down. And, it was a lot of fun. There was
what city is that out? Is that outside of Knoxville?
About an hour from Knoxville's Gatlinburg.
Okay.
And it's like a city on the bottom of the Smokies.
Yeah, nice.
So, and there was a par 3 that was 200 feet down.
200 feet down?
Yeah.
So 200 feet, how far? Well, like a par 3, so that's like a wedge, right? What do you?
Well, yeah.
Straight downhill?
It was straight down. It was scary looking at, kind of. Like,
wow.
All right, don't fall over this tee box.
How did you do on that course?
I actually didn't. Well, we played a 4-man scramble, so it wasn't. We had a guy that was really good on our, playing with us, so he saved us a lot.
Did any of your scores make it into the scorecard?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So
that's awesome. Now on the way down, it was very exciting because you told me that you were watching a film I co-wrote called A Guy Thing from MGM on the plane.
I got to tell you, the plane rides weren't that long.
Yeah.
So I watched as much as I could on that ride, and I downloaded it from Amazon. And I got halfway through, and then the next day, it went off Prime.
Oh, really?
So I couldn't finish it.
Well, you could have if you would have.
Well, if I gave you some change,
out the
yeah.
$4. I didn't understand your last text, though. You said something about one of the gags. I said, let me know, and I'll tell you if it's something we wrote or the other writers.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what you said.
There's this moment where they're in a conference room, and this guy says a joke, and it doesn't land, and you hear a...
Okay.
And I said, that's got to be you.
Maybe. I don't even remember, honestly. I remember the big gags, but I have not seen the movie. It's probably been 11 years because I remember my son Joe and I went to a Northwestern game in Evanston and stayed at my friend's house, and the movie was on TV, so we watched it. And Joe was like, I don't know, 15 at the time or whatever. And even then I was like, oh, yeah, we wrote that. We didn't write that. But anyway, that's funny. That's hilarious.
I didn't expect it to, happen so fast.
What do you mean?
Sleeping with the girl.
Sleeping with the girl, yeah.
Yeah, and the underwear in the toilet, I think that might have been you too.
That was ours, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Greg's, actually. What's funny is I remember when you write a movie like that, the script we sold, if I can toot my own co-horn here, got us in every room. We had meetings with Spielberg's company and all these great these huge producers who had deals, Kathy Konrad and Michael Costigan and all these people. But the movie was so different. Like, they brought in other writers who are phenomenal writers. Matt Tarsis and Bill Rubel. Tarsis wrote on Scrubs. Rubel wrote on Modern Family and other shows. Are very accomplished TV writers. But it was like a different sensibility. And then you had the director. And then Julia Stiles in order to get her in the movie, they had to listen to her notes, and she wanted her character to work odd jobs. Okay. That has nothing to do with the story, but they tried to make her happy. The whole movie, a lot of it doesn't make sense. And they shot it in Canada where it was raining all the time. They just blew it. MGM blew it. And I know they had good intentions, but it really hurt because I thought we sold a pretty flawless script, which sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I only got halfway through it, so.
Hold your judgment until you see the whole thing. I had on the way down. Oh, remember last week I was talking about how they lock up moisturizer at Walmart. So it's when I go to Walmart, it's like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock or 9 o'clock when I'm rolling back into Marinette, and there's not a lot of workers around. So I'm like, I'm not waiting. I'm out of facial soap. So I just left and I used my wife's for like a week or whatever. And last night I bit the bullet. I go, I need my charcoal cleanser. So I go in there and I get the generic version because I'm cheap, the Equate version.
Yeah.
$3.88, and it's behind glass. And it takes me 5 minutes to get a Walmart worker. She comes over. She's very nice. She couldn't find the right key. So that took 5 minutes. Then, Konrad, and I'm not lying, she takes the bottle to the counter. She wouldn't hand me the bottle and have me walk up to checkout by myself. She goes, I'm sorry, this is our policy. I go, who's stealing Equate charcoal facial cleanser? And she goes, well, a guy took a bottle of whiskey into the bathroom last week. I go, okay, that's a $30, $40 bottle of whiskey. That's not cheap.
It's totally different.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? Like, it's just insanity. So, the bottom line is my skin should look amazing today because I finally bit the bullet and got my facial moist. But that's insane. $3.88.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
The other thing I realized today is I really, truly hate pop-ups. And even when do you go through your system settings and everything and take out the pop-up options or whatever?
Well, I mean, I go on some of those sites that have pop-ups like the streaming sports sites.
Oh, yeah. And the porn stuff comes up. Those sites are fun. I'm talking about the others. No, we would do that too. I think I talked about that on this show, that when my parents would come over and we put the game on and I have to pirate it. It's like, all these horrible websites that some people have a lot of fun on, but my mom and dad are in their 80s, and they're used to it now. It's like, oh, here we go. It's like, well, it's either this or pay $500 for the NFL package.
Well, I don't know. Did you watch the Monday night game last night?
No.
Well, there was like one way to watch it now. I don't know if you heard, but ESPN, Disney, and YouTube TV could not reach an agreement.
Oh, I did hear about that.
So there's like half less games now on YouTube TV, and Monday Night Football was not on YouTube TV last night.
Oh, interesting.
And I had no idea where to find it.
You go to...
I went to a different...
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
It's funny because we wanted to watch on Sunday, the Bears were on at the same time the Packers were on. And I told my dad it's not going to be on because the Packers, it's going to block out. It's not. When you stream, the Bears were on Paramount Plus at the same time the Packers were on Fox. That must be, I was like, maybe it's an oversight or something. But I was surprised at that because usually that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing now. You have to buy like $500 worth of streaming services to watch one game.
It's awful. It's terrible. What I was going to say, though, is every time I clicked on something today, I think the programmers know when a new site opens up, when I write my beats, I'll go to like, people.com or something. Mm-hmm. And the page will be open. The minute I move the cursor up to click on something, an ad appears there. And I know they're delaying it so that you have, they just get the clicks.
They're tracking you.
Oh, it drives me nuts. All right, let's do the... Got great guests tonight, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, let's go to the Nightlight question of the night.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
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 Pregunta.
Question.
Question.
Hey, I have a question. Questions? This question.
Domanda. Question.
Questions.
What is your favorite documentary? We had a great guest on last night, Wisconsin native Doug Prey, who has been a part of some really incredible films. He's a documentarian, and documentaries are bigger than ever right now. They're all over the place, whether they're true crime, true story, historical, whatever. You can't even keep up. It used to be when documentaries came out, it's like, oh yeah, I saw that one. Now it's like impossible. There's so many of them out there, and so many of them are so good. So that's tonight's question of the night. What is your favorite documentary? 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC, or text us on the app. Very easy to use. Download the Civic Media app today. If you don't have it, do yourself a favor. It's a great app. And then we will, and also if you're watching the radio on YouTube, Facebook, or X. And you know what? Drop us a like or a follow if you're so inclined when you're perusing our sites and our social medias, our socials, as they say. We also post the question of the night on Facebook every day. So if you can't listen to the show, you can respond, and we'll still read your text on the radio. Great to have you with me tonight. Let me know what your favorite documentary is, and we will we'll get into that. Do you have a favorite doc?
I do. It's actually more of a docu-series.
Okay.
It's called Last Chance U, and it's on Netflix. They stopped making them, which I'm sad about. But it's 5 seasons. 4 seasons are football, and then the last one's basketball. And it's all about the last chance they have to play the sport that they like in university, JUCO, college, or something like that. And it's phenomenal. If you get a chance to watch it, I recommend it.
It's so funny because if my kid wanted to do anything they could to play sports in college, even go to a D3 or an NAIA or whatever they call that now, I would advise him against it. I would say focus on school. But you also, it's so great when someone's that passionate. We had a family friend. I said, where are you going to college? He said, anywhere I can play sports. I'm like,
that's awesome.
Good for you. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. My documentaries, my favorites, are coming up after the break, and I'm going to tell you about tonight's guests. They're great. We are coming right back. This is Nightlight with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
WGB.
It's time for Eye on the Community on WGBW, sponsored by Insight Eye Care, serving the Fox Valley since 1972 with comprehensive eye care services. Find them on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton. Their goal is to improve lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today. Now, here's what's happening in our area. Learn how to dance Cuban salsa in a warm, friendly environment. No experience necessary. Presented by the Urban Cultural Arts and Events Center at YWCA Greater Green Bay, 230 South Madison Street, Monday evenings at 5:30. The Chris Kindle Market on Broadway is a traditional outdoor German-style holiday street market with festive food and drink, unique gifts, and programming in the heart of downtown Green Bay's Broadway District in Red Sculpture Park and East Hubbard Street, November 14 through December 19. This has been your Eye on the Community, brought to you by Insight Eye Care. If it's happening in the Green Bay area, it's on WGBW.
Howe Elementary Community School is looking for volunteers. It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411, letting you know that a volunteer opportunity is available at Howe Elementary because they need family and friends of the school community to serve as guest readers or storytellers for classrooms ranging from kindergarten to 4th grade on November 12th. You can connect with classrooms to share a diverse story that offers a different perspective. Learn more by heading to WGBW.FM and clicking events.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show, weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
This is Nightlight. I am Pete Schwaba. It is so great to have you with me tonight, folks. Great show tonight. At 6:35, Ian Teal will be here. He is the festival director of the Waiwiga International Film Festival. And I think that's fascinating because Waiwiga is such a tiny town, but they have this great opera house that works as their venue, but it's still the International Film Festival in Waiwiga. That's so awesome. Ian will be here. He'll talk about the festival itself, some of the films. It's their 14th year. Pretty good stuff. So Ian will be with me at 6:35. And then at 7:05, Konrad, you know who's rolling in?
Heather Heil.
Heather Heil from the Green Bay Children's Museum. She is the director of business affairs. They've got a ton of stuff going on over at the Green Bay Children's Museum. Such a great facility. She'll be here to discuss that. And we have, Heather is kind of a Green Bay it girl too. She kind of knows everything that's going on. She seems to know everybody. And we decided, I think this is the third quiz we're going to give Heather. I think she's taken 2 previously, maybe 3 even.
Probably 4.
Maybe 10.
Probably.
But we're going to give her our Green Bay. Did we go with just the quarterbacks?
It's quarterback. There's maybe a couple questions about the history, too, as well, of the Packers.
And did you make it easy?
I made it so that she could do well.
Okay. I don't want her to waltz through it, but...
I changed a couple questions because, I got it from a friend.
That's
First name Chat.
That's what my wife calls it. Her best friend, Chat GPT.
Because there's one question. It was like, who's the starting quarterback for the Packers right now?
I want Conrad's funny answers, though. Do you have some fun?
Yeah. There's
you got
some
a few of
good
those?
ones in there.
All right. Sweet. So Ian Teal, Heather Heil, going to be a fun night here at Nightlight. Our question of the night is, what is your favorite documentary? Conrad gave his answer before the break. Say it again.
Last Chance U.
I have heard of that. Docuseries. Okay. I kind of went with the sports theme, too. At least the first one that came to mind was Hoop Dreams. Such a great movie.
Fantastic.
And I'm probably due to rewatch it. Now, I also love the Civil War documentary. That's a series as well. So you've got so many to choose from. I also like one that I've talked about on this show before called Long Shot, a very short 40-minute documentary about a guy accused of murder. And thanks to a Dodger game and a certain TV producer that could prove that he was at the game, that ended up being his alibi. And a really great feel-good story. Also loved a food documentary called Forks Over Knives. Love a documentary. So let us know what your favorite one is and be part of the show. So I have to say, where was I going to go next year? I got so much to talk about tonight. I did see a tow truck. You ever see this? This cracks me up. I'm on 41. It's dark now when I leave.
Yeah.
Terrible. And a tow truck is towing a car, and it's got the lights going. And I'm like, that is so unnecessary. First of all, they were very bright. I'm trying to focus on the road, and this guy's hauling a car in. And it's like, you don't need those lights on, buddy. This is not an emergency. It's like, why do they have to do that? It's like hauling a trailer. You don't put lights on. It's like, I've got a 1980 Chrysler Champ. I need to get this into the mechanic now. Out of my way. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
It's ridiculous. There's a word for that I can't say on the radio.
Oh.
Let's get to some text here because we got a great question. Our documentary question, what is your favorite documentary? Let's go to our social media responses on Facebook. Con says, Last Chance U. Sheila Rosenberg said, could the font be any smaller, by the way? This is like Superman with his x-ray vision could barely make this out. Can you read this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sheila on social media says, The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia and Dancing Outlaw. I don't know any. We're not going to hear about, we aren't going to know a lot of these, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Because we'll get some information.
Definitely some recommendations.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sheila. Rich Lacasio says, Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Okay. Thank you, Rich.
WWE thing.
It's got to be, right? Matt Harper, Green Bay rock rap artist, says the new Billy Joel doc on HBO Max. I've heard that's really good. My wife saw that one, said it was fantastic. I still haven't seen the John Candy one.
I need to see that. I should have watched that on the plane instead of your movie.
Oh, thanks. Rocker Smith says The Life of Brian. Awesome. Rich LaCasio posted a picture of said documentary in response to Rocker's text. Our pal Rich Tallarico from Key and Peele says, Salesman, 1969. I don't know that one either, but thank you for the recommendation, Rich. Mike Desatel on social media says, Plan 9 from Outer Space. Wow, I'm learning about a lot of new documentaries here. Mike Preston says, Searching for Sugar Man. My friend Mike, very funny comedian, Mike Preston. Boris Hamilton, very funny LA-based comedian, says, Hearts of Darkness and Filmmakers Apocalypse. That was on my list, too. Hearts of Darkness. I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm due for a rewatch on that one, too. Thank you, Boris. Jenny Brand says, The Act of Killing and Grey Gardens. What is The Act of Killing? I feel like I should know that one.
I haven't seen that one.
And Tim Baker, very funny gentleman as well, says, Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. I know I haven't seen that one. These are awesome, you guys. Thank you. And we're going to get to some of your texts on the text line soon. Ian Teal is here in just a few minutes talking about the Waiwiga International Film Festival, which takes place next week. It starts November 12th through the 15th. He'll be here to discuss that at 6:35. And then our pal Heather Heil from the Green Bay Children's Museum will be here to talk about a whole bunch of stuff they have coming up there. Our question of the night is, what is your favorite documentary? Tom from New Berlin says, Konrad, that's the joy of golf, is the scenery plus the holes. Each is a challenge.
Yes,
well
it is.
said, sir. Thank you, Tom. Mark from Prairie du Sac says, it is an old one, but Alone in the Wilderness, where Dick Pranky built a cabin in the wilderness by himself using hand tools.
That's cool.
That is cool. That's as close as I'd ever want to get to an experience like that, is watching it on TV. Tyler from Wisconsin Rapids says, Grizzly Man, horrible ending.
Terrible ending.
That might be the first text Tyler sent in a while that didn't involve women's breasts. So thank you for that, Tyler. We'll get to the rest of your texts after the news. And Ian Teal will be here, folks. It's Pete Schwaba and Nightlight. You are here on a great night on the Civic Media Radio Network.
There was no way going like a dream in the night. Who can say where we're going? No caring no one.
From Denmark to De Pere, this is 97.9 WGBW.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Your voice, your vote. Americans are weighing in on key races across the country as a government shutdown drags on. ABC News shows exit poll analysis that the economy is at the top of the list of concerns for voters. It includes the mayor race in New York City, where newcomer and Democratic candidate Zohran Mamdani is taking on former New York governor and independent candidate Andrew Cuomo. And in New Jersey and Virginia, voters are choosing governors. ABC's Jay O'Brien is in Virginia.
You're looking at two gubernatorial races, Abigail Spanberger in Virginia and Mikey Sherrill in New Jersey, that represent really a centrist aspect of the Democratic Party. Moderates who often tout about their ability to work across the aisle, work with Republicans, and that is in stark contrast to what we'll see play out in New York.
California voters deciding if the state's congressional maps will be redrawn to counter Republican states that have approved redistricting ahead of the midterm elections. This is ABC News.
A Bucks win at the buzzer. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. NBA, a Bucks victory thanks to a jump shot at the buzzer by Giannis Antetokounmpo. 117-115 over the Pacers. Doc Rivers says, though, Giannis is getting fouled every night and not getting the calls.
I just think the way he gets officiated is not right. It's brutal, and hell, we can call a foul every time. Well, if you do, they'll stop fouling him. So, anyway, we won.
The Bucks road trip continues tonight in Toronto against the Raptors. College hoops, number 24th ranked Wisconsin over Campbell University, 96-64. Marquette beat Albany, 80-53. NFL, a report says Packers defensive back Nate Hobbs will now miss time with a sprained knee, and tight end Tucker Kraft out for the season with a torn ACL.
I mean, he's a hell of a player, hell of a teammate, hell of a guy. I'm bummed for him. I'm bummed for us. But now other guys are going to get an opportunity.
That's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur with Sports on Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Actor David Harbour is a fan favorite thanks to just about everything he's in. Over the weekend, allegations came out that could derail the big multi-release of Season 5 of Stranger Things and possibly his career. The 50-year-old Harbour, who plays Hopper on the show, has been accused of bullying and harassment by 21-year-old actor Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven on the hit show. Hopper plays Brown's adopted.
Hi, Ian. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. I just want to test your audio quick before we go on. Do you mind just saying a couple words?
Sure. How you doing tonight? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Thank you.
All right.
New Year's Eve of this year. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A partly cloudy sky for tonight, a low in the mid-40s. With sunshine tomorrow, another nice day, but not as warm. Highs in the mid-50s. Staying mild for Thursday and Friday, then much, much colder as we look into the upcoming weekend. Right now, it's 48.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show. Weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders.
Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud.
Welcome back. This is Nightlight with Pete Schwaba. Great to have you here, folks, on a Tuesday night in the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Another balmy, gorgeous evening. Hope you're having a great evening. Heather Heil will be here at 7:05. Heather's going to tell us about some really cool stuff happening at the Green Bay Children's Museum, and we are going to give her a Green Bay Packers quiz. A little quarterback-centric, but we'll have fun with that. Heather is a lot of fun to have in the studio and take our quizzes. She does very well, typically. So right now, though, we're going to turn our attention to independent film, and more specifically, a really cool film festival that takes place right smack dab in the middle of our beautiful state. Joining me now over the stream is the festival director for the Waiwega International Film Festival. He's been here before, Mr. Ian Teal. Hi, Ian.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing very well, thank you. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Keeping it together?
Yeah, long day. I fell asleep earlier. I was like, oh, I gotta wake up, have some coffee.
Good idea.
Running errands all day. But.
It's got to be really hectic as this festival gets closer. I am kind of in awe of your festival based on what I've read, because it's such a small town. And it's so great that you have this international film festival in Little Waiwega, a town that barely has. Do you have hotels?
No.
So where do you put people, in Wapaka or Appleton?
Wapaka. Yeah. There's a Green Fountain Inn. Give a shout out to Green Fountain Inn in Wapaka, and they have 4 rooms which we rotate filmmakers through, and they're very generous, and it's a great place. They also have a little restaurant there, and they serve food. And we've also rented Airbnbs in the area when needed.
Nice. Well, I think it adds a certain charm, I think, to the festival when it is a small town like that, and you're bringing people in from everywhere. You're showing great foreign films, independent films. I just think it's terrific. So for those that aren't familiar, this is your 14th year, which
15th,
is really
15th year.
15th
year. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, I didn't mean to shortchange you by a year. I know every year. So tell us about the Waiwiga Film Festival. How did it get started?
Well, my partner Kathy and myself, we used to live in New York, and we worked on some films, and we did theater and stuff, and we moved back. I grew up in Oconomowoc, and my folks had a house fixer-upper they bought in Wapaka, and I moved back here to help fix it up, and then eventually never left. And we sort of got out of the creative stuff. So in 2007, the Opera House came up for sale in Waiwiga. So, well, let's buy this. Why not? And so we did that, and we started a nonprofit. Of course, a year later, the economy tanked, so it was a struggle for a while. And we actually started out showing, because it was set up as a movie theater. They had shown movies there since it started. 1915 it was built. And so they were set up for 35 millimeter projection. So we started showing first run films. We fixed it up a bit. And that didn't work out. We couldn't compete with the multiplexes. And so the studio stopped giving us the first run films. We're getting the second run films, and it was like, this isn't working. So we started showing some local indie films. I think one of the first things we showed, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called now, but it was a film out of Green Bay with Tony Shalhoub, a film in Door County. Yeah.
Yeah.
We showed that, and a few others. Like I can't remember the names now, and it was like, oh, there's something here. So I think in 2001 we started let's do a film festival, and let's make it a foreign film festival. We like foreign films. We're big fans of Fellini and Buñuel, and why not? That's what. So this is now our 15th year, and
incredible. Congratulations. That's a really amazing run. I want to ask you, I live in the Marinette area, and I spent time there when I was in high school, and I lived there kind of for the second part of my childhood. And I live there now, and I, probably similar to you, having come from a bigger city, was that an adjustment? Like, I'm still kind of adjusting. Like, there are things I love about a small town. It's very easy to live there, but it can be quite boring at times if you're used to theater and just going out and being part of a bigger scene, I guess. How have you adjusted to central Wisconsin?
Well, I grew up in Oconomowoc, which at the time was maybe 5,000-6,000, and now it's it's much bigger. It's now it's a big suburb of Milwaukee essentially now.
Yeah.
But then I moved out to New York. And New York is great, especially when you're in your 20s and you're young and you have a lot of energy, but it takes a lot of work to live there. It's expensive. You're always fighting. You're always struggling. And our intention was not to move here. It just sort of happened. And, it's beautiful here. It's you have, seasons, which you have in New York, but you notice them a lot more here.
Yeah.
And things just sort of fell into place. That this was like, well, we've built a life for ourselves here. But yeah, in terms of the small town, it's different. And trying to start an artistic, an arts organization in a small town, which is probably predominantly conservative, as is most of central northern Wisconsin. It's a bit like, missionaries in Africa. It's like, we're not sure we're really wanted here, but after 15 years now, I think we feel like we're part of the community, and our community is not just Waiwiga. Wapaka is probably our biggest audience, because we're literally less than 10-minute drive from Wapaka.
Okay.
And we also get, that's for all our events. We get a lot of people in Wapaka, and we're pretty tight with the folks there, all the arts organizations. In fact, the Wapaka Community Theater is now, I think, for the 4th or 5th time, they're going to do a show this winter at the Opera House. They're doing Odd Couple, the female version,
nice.
next February. And again, we also get audiences from Stevens Point, Appleton, Green Bay, Oshkosh, New London, especially for the film festival. We get people from all over.
That was,
but yeah, I guess back to your question, adjusting how to live here. It's I mean, I like being outdoors, and we bought an old farm. We have an old farm, and we have 10 acres, but we're surrounded by 200 acres of farmland. And so it's like I spend as much time outside as I can, and that's nice. It's a big plus of being here.
Yeah, you can't find that in New York. I will say this. My next question was going to be, where do you get most of your, like you mentioned, it's a very small town, and some of these films you're bringing in, you don't typically, people in small towns aren't exposed to that. So I think it's really cool that you're exposing such a small community to that. But as you say, Wapaka as well. But where do most of the people that attend your festival, do they come from out of town, or do you have you kind of ingrained yourself in the local community so they come out as well?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of locals. And then, we show a lot of Wisconsin films, so we have a lot of the Wisconsin filmmakers show up, and then their friends and family. Nice. And we usually every year we get 10 or 12 out-of-state folks, and even a few international folks flying in for the film festival. And I tell them, I warn them, this is we're a small town. There's not a whole lot to do here. But it's a charming community, and you'll meet some filmmakers and see a lot of good films. And everybody who comes here from overseas have had a great time. So,
well, it's really, I love the idea of the Opera House. Tell us a little bit about the venue. Like, I know you said it was built in 1915. What is the capacity? Is it haunted? Are there some fun stories behind it?
The capacity is roughly 300 to 400, depending on the seating configuration. Wow. 300 for us is a full house, but you can get more in there because we do a tables and chairs, a cabaret seating type thing. Nice. And we do have a balcony, so you can get people up there. But I suppose if we were to just cram chairs in there, we could probably fit 400 people in there. But we've had 300 plus in there for shows. It was built in 1915. Basically, it's a vaudeville house. So it's not real fancy, but it's got, and like most theaters, and back in the day, everything like that was called an opera house. I think in the late 1880s, 1890s, opera sort of became a thing. And so they built these venues and they'd call them opera houses, thinking, we're not going to do opera, but vaudeville is starting. So we'll get the vaudeville acts, and opera just sounded better. So around the Midwest, you have a lot of opera houses. Oshkosh has an opera house, I think. Walsall has an opera house, and those are fancier. So the bigger this one was actually built by George Gerald, who was a farmer who did pretty well for himself, and I think he was retired. And he's like, I want to build an entertainment venue, and so this was this was built with it does not have a raked floor. Most theaters have a raked floor. This was built with a flat floor, so they could have dances and things like that.
It sounds really charming. My guest is Ian Teal. He is the festival director for the Waiwiga International Film Festival, which takes place November 12th through the 15th. We're talking about the venue. All the films are at this venue, the Gerald Opera House, which I think just sounds so exciting. And it sounds like it's going to be a blast. What, let me see. Do you have documentaries? Because we're talking about documentaries tonight, Ian. Do you have some good documentaries this year?
Yeah. I got my list here. We have one that's interesting, which you may have seen, is Green Blah, the history of the Green Bay punk rock scene. And this was filmed, I think, the past few years, and it's shown in Green Bay. I think they showed it at the Green Bay Film Festival. But this is about, I think, the late 80s and early 90s. There was a big punk rock scene in Green Bay, which I had never heard of. And these guys have a lot of interviews with these guys who are still around, who are in these bands, and they talk about the venues they had. Bart Starr's son was in one of these bands, and he was a big deal.
No way. That's great.
And they talk about, oh, we used to go to Bart Starr's and rehearse in his basement, and he was really cool about it. And so that film is for local interest. That these guys did a really good job of pulling all this information together, which I had no idea was going on. We have one called "No One Cares About Crazy People," which is basically looks at how there's no treatment for mentally ill. A lot of these people just end up on the street because it used to be there'd be mental health centers. That's not a thing anymore. I think now people just want to give them pharmaceuticals and say you're fine. So this takes, I think, 3 or 4 cases where these people are just sort of, lost in the wayside and are not getting the treatment they need because it's not something that our society, I guess, thinks we need or not sure. But
well, we're going to do a quick break here with our guest Ian Teal, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about some of the films you can see at this year's Waiawega International Film Festival, which starts next week. Mark from Prairie to Sac says he filmed it himself. Oh, he's talking about that documentary, Konrad.
Oh, with the guy,
Dick Pernicki, the guy that built a cabin in the wilderness by himself.
Oh yeah.
Built it with his, or filmed it with his own camera. Oh my God. That's a great one. Thank you. Mike from Cottage Grove says, my favorite documentary is John Mayer. Someday I'll fly. Keep those texts coming, folks. Thank you, Mike. We're coming right back with Ian Teal. It's Pete Schwaba and Night Light on the Civic Media Radio Network.
As a U.S. Navy veteran and business owner, I've lived through moments where every detail counts, and I carry that into mass appeal. That's why I personally ensure we deliver top quality promotional materials like t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more to help your company, whether it is a local business or school, gain the visibility it needs to thrive. Your logo is our business, and we're here to make your vision come true.
Go to massappealwi.com or drop by their shop on Lineville Road, just off Highway 41.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show, weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Civic Media.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by US Aging.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all.
I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nightlight. Great to have you with me. Konrad Krieger working the board tonight. My guest is Ian Teal. He is the festival director of the Waiwiga International Film Festival, which takes place next week starting November 12th, and it goes through the weekend. He is joining us tonight via the stream from Wapaka, Ian?
I live near Fremont, actually.
Okay. The burbs.
Yeah. Township of Wolf River.
Oh, wow. Okay, very cool. So how long does it take you to get to the Opera House?
About 9 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not a bad commute.
No stoplights.
So tell us about some of this year's films. What are you excited about? I know we've had Daniel Wheeler on, and he's got his film, The Voice in the Vessel, which I saw, actually. I thought it was beautifully shot and a really pretty cool movie. It's a short, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a sci-fi, Twilight Zone type of vibe. Nice film. Oh, we have a film you may be familiar with called Failsafe.
Yes. Full disclaimer. My son was part of a film. He's the lead actor in a short film called Failsafe. Yeah.
That one, not sure when that shows, but so here's a film that I definitely need to talk about. So last year, we got one of our big main things is creating new works in theater and film and involving kids or youth. So last year, and we've done a bunch of film projects over the years. So last year was like, let's try and make a feature film. So we got together with a bunch of high school kids, came up with some story ideas with them. And then over the spring and summer, we made a feature film. It was it took so long because these kids are so busy. They're like, they got sports, they got band. In the summer, they all had jobs. So we knock off a scene, like we'd have, Saturday we can get these two kids together, so we'd knock off a scene. And I think we shot from like March to September, but we got it done. And we're screening that film. This is a film about a group of high school kids who are sort of throwing curveballs and they have to deal with it. So it's sort of, a day in the life of a handful of high school kids, or more of a summer. It sort of takes course over a summer. And that's called Shooting Stars. And we're showing that on Saturday, I think at 6 p.m. And that was a great project because we had all these kids. The kids served as the crew. They helped come up with the story. And then again, they all acted in it. And it was pretty, also our filmmaker friend, John Jost, who if independent filmmakers may know him, he's kind of, he's one of the guys that first started making feature films for nothing back in the 80s and 90s. And he was, I worked on a film of his back in New York called All the Vermeers in New York back in, was it 92 or 93? Anyhow, he was out here a couple of years ago, and then he came back last summer. So I said, John, we're going to put you in this movie. So he plays Farmer John, and he has some very nice scenes in the film. Anyhow,
that's great. The one with the kids, that's a really impressive. That's a big undertaking.
Yeah, it was. I'll say it was. I'm glad we did it, but I'm never going to do that again. We have to shoot it over 9 months, because it's just it's like it's kind of nerve wracking. But we got it done, and I think it came out pretty good. And so we got that. Some of the other films.
You've got The Last Rung on the Ladder, Ian,
yes.
And I've interviewed Jeff Blankenship on this show, Max Blaska, Kurt Krause. They've all talked about that film. I still haven't seen it, so that's exciting. I think that, and it's based on a Stephen King work.
It's a Stephen King short, yep. And I think so. Wednesday, I think starting at 6 p.m. I'm sorry. Thursday is our Wisconsin day. Starting at 6 p.m. I think it is. We have 9 or 10 Wisconsin shorts, including Last Rung on the Ladder. I think we're also showing your son's film, Failsafe.
Yeah.
There's Embodied, which is a Len Barroso documentary. What else we have? There's
Dreams Fuel Greatness. That sounds like an
Yes.
interest about a young athlete. That looks
Yes,
interesting.
we have 2 films like that. There's one about a boxer. These very short little documentaries. I think they're both out of Milwaukee. One's about a boxer and one's about a baseball player. And
That's part of the fun for me in going. I love seeing short films at a film festival. They're all anywhere from 2 to 15 minutes long, and it's just such a great format because you don't get to see great short films typically anywhere other than film festivals. So,
exactly, yeah. You're not gonna. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, I suppose you could find them on the internet if you wanted to.
Sure.
But usually, yeah, you go to film festivals, and most of these are calling cards or they're student projects or college projects. But some of them are, just great. They just tell a terrific story. They're beautifully shot. And it's amazing what you can do in 10 or 15 minutes.
We got a text on the stream, Ian, from Craig Knitt, who says the Waiwega Film Festival is a fantastic place to see great movies, rub some elbows, and have a tasty old-fashioned or 3. Also, you can see Daniel Needs to Leave as well, which is Craig's movie.
Yes. Yeah. Craig and I are good buddies. He's done a bunch of theater projects with us in the past, and he's also helped us with the film workshops with the kids over the years.
He does a lot of great. Yeah.
Yeah,
ahead,
he's I think the artistic director at the Green Bay Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And he does a lot of great stuff with them.
Well, you're doing great stuff there too, buddy. I can't wait to. I'll see you on Thursday, I guess. I'm going to watch that film as well as all these other great films. It was great having you on last year and great having you on this year. And break a leg this year. Exciting stuff.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, Ian. All right.
Okay. All right.
That is Ian Teal. Folks, check out the Waiwega Film Festival. Go to their website. It's a great website, and you can see all the films they have to offer. In just 3 days, the amount of films they're putting on in such a great venue is really, really exciting stuff, and it's a great little festival that gets fantastic reviews. So check it out. When we come back, Heather Heil will be here from the Green Bay Children's Museum. We're going to give her our Packer quiz, and she's going to tell us about all the cool stuff they have coming up. It's Pete Schwaba and Nightlight on the Civic Media Radio Network.
If it happens in Wisconsin, you'll hear about
Local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. Your voice, your vote. A woman is about to become governor of Virginia for the first time. Question is, which one? Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears or Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger? Polls there have closed. And they are closing in New Jersey, where Spanberger's former Capitol Hill roommate, Democrat Mikey Sherrill, is running against Trump-backed state lawmaker Jack Ciattarelli. In his third run for governor, he's betting that after 3 Democratic terms, people are fed up. Volker Baruch Brog.
Change is something that I think a lot of voters want, and I think we're going to get today.
Huge numbers of voters here in New York City, the most for any mayoral election in 20 years. Polls close at 9, New York time. Californians are voting on a proposition to redraw congressional maps early. Kentucky officials are getting complaints from many voters. Why are polling places closed? The answer, there are no elections today in Kentucky. This is ABC News. Flags are flying at half-staff at the White House and the Capitol for a man who spent a lot of time there, former Vice President Dick Cheney, who died at the age of 84.
Our condolences, our prayers go out to the Cheney family. Of course, we've had the loss now of former Vice President Dick Cheney. Scripture is very clear. We give honor where honor is due, and someone who gave their life, loved their country, loved serving their country in so many capacities.
House Speaker Mike Johnson there, and Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Let me extend my heartfelt condolences, sympathies, and prayers to our former colleague, Liz Cheney, to Mrs. Cheney, and to the entire Cheney family on the passing of Vice President Dick Cheney.
Funeral plans are still being made. America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut, could be up for sale. Yum Brands conducting a formal review of options for the brand with 20,000 stores. Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show. Weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
It's the Bucks and the Raptors. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports NBA. The Bucks road trip continues tonight when they take on the Raptors. Milwaukee coming off that thriller last night, 117-115 over their rival, the Pacers. Giannis with a 17-foot jump shot at the buzzer. Head coach Doc Rivers.
It's really good to see us make one at the end of the game against them. That was really nice.
College basketball. The Badgers beat Campbell at the Kohl Center, 96-64. Marquette with a win at home over Albany, 80-53. The Packers reacting to the news that tight end Tucker Kraft is done for the year after suffering a torn ACL Sunday.
I know who he is for this team and what he means to this team. And a lot of the guys, even, in the locker room and even in the huddle afterwards, we felt that. And, he's a leader on this team. He's a captain, and he's one of those guys that you really love to have on your team. So that's a heavy blow for us.
That's Packers running back Josh Jacobs with Sports on Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A partly cloudy sky for tonight, a low in the mid-40s. With sunshine tomorrow, another nice day, but not as warm, highs in the mid-50s. Staying mild for Thursday and Friday, then much, much colder as we look into the upcoming weekend. Right now it's 48.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Night Light with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy who likes to dine and dash, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back. Welcome to Night Light, folks. Kicking off hour number 2 here. If you missed hour number 1, you can still listen to it. It is on the podcast. They are all cataloged at civicmedia.us. We talked to Ian Teal about what is coming up at the Waiwika International Film Festival next week. Very exciting stuff and a beautiful setting there for a film festival, too. An international film festival at this little opera house.
In Waiwika, Wisconsin. I was born in Waiwika, Wisconsin.
Aren't you serious?
Waiwika, Fremont. That's where my family hails from.
I'm dead serious.
That is the voice of one of the village people who is
It
joining
is.
us.
I was doing
If
the
you're watching
YMCA.
on
Yep.
the stream,
I'm in construction mode today.
That's Heather Heil. Tonight's question, folks, is what is your favorite documentary? We had a great documentary on last night named Doug Prey, who was a native Wisconsinite but has been part of some amazing projects. So it got my wheels turning, and I think we need to talk more about documentaries. So that's our question of the night. Let us know what your favorite documentary is, and I will read your text on the radio. It's 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. You can also text us on the app, or if you are watching the radio, on the stream at YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, and give us a like or a follow if you're there. You just cannot wait to start talking.
I'm just waiting for you. I'm just going to
You're
follow
like
your
holding
lead.
on like
I know.
you're
I'm
for
like
dear
holding
life.
on to the headphones. I'm glad Konrad's here. Let me just say that. I got an
He's
email
back.
from someone I didn't know, and I was like, what is happening?
We were teasing Konrad in his absence about how many somebody said, what does Konrad have, like 38 days vacation?
Yeah. How many days of vacation
and I
do
think
you
that
have,
someone
Konrad?
was me. But, and then I can't remember who it was. It was either Todd or Emerson. Well, it's a great company to work for. You get all this vacation. And we said, only Konrad gets that many days. So he was in Tennessee at a wedding.
Oh, congratulations to the lovely couple. Was it a good wedding?
It was great. Yeah,
Okay.
It was fantastic.
He had a great time.
Did you take a
golfed.
date?
I did not.
Okay.
Did you leave with a date?
I didn't.
No? Okay.
You see, listen, you watch Guy Thing on the plane on the way down, which I think is cool. It's a movie I co-wrote, but I would think you would like watch Wedding Crashers to get yourself
ready for
amped up.
this.
Yeah.
Well, they crash weddings. You know, I was invited, so it's a little different.
Oh, so like bridesmaids, like you go hardcore press. Yeah.
But you're out of state. You're rolling in like a big shot, you know?
I'm a
Got
big
the WGBW t-shirt
radio producer.
on. Was there any potential there for,
No.
No?
No, it was a small wedding.
Oh, okay.
Konrad, we love you. We need to find you a lovely human to be paired with.
Listen, I stay out of that, but I will defer to Heather. She's
I'm
tied in.
always about this, Konrad. I think that you're awesome and I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take her up on that. If that's something you want. Some guys like being rolling stag, and that's fine. You know, I do, and I'm married, so
I know, just like, hey.
It's not for everybody, the stag world, but, Konrad will figure it out.
He will. He will. He's just he's a good one. So I just want him to find happiness. That's all.
He is getting relationship advice right now from someone wearing a hard hat and a reflective
I know.
vest.
How ridiculous am I right
What
now?
is happening?
I'm in my media, mode right now.
I think we just have to jump in and say what is
just
going on. My guest is Heather Heil. She is from the Green Bay Children's Museum. She's the Director of Business Affairs or Development?
Development.
Mm-hmm. And she joins us here periodically. Love having Heather in the studio. You're one of my favorite guests. You know that.
Thank you. Same. I love coming in. I told you, I'm like, we should do this like once a week because I feel like we get so off track all the time.
We get off track, and sometimes we don't even get to the stuff on my sheet until
I know.
we've been here 2 segments already.
So let's get to it. Let's get to this construction outfit.
Let's get in. Let's get to it looks like apparently you're doing all the work.
Okay.
When it comes to the
I'm really good
construction.
at this. I am not doing all of the work, but
you just like to look the part?
I do like to look the part. And we, as you know, non-for-profits, everyone does anything that they have to get it done. And right now we are in our last phases of getting this new museum built. So we are adding on to our current children's museum located across from Bay Beach Road. We are $2 million short. And my friends, we are literally starting to prioritize putting education over revenue streams to help us operate that museum. This is a very awful place to be. I mean, it's an amazing place to be, but
you should be applauded for that because it's like saying, I can't stand when people, we need to run these schools like a business. No, it's an investment in our community, in our world. So hats off to you. Hard hats
off to us.
So it's this great new Reaching New Heights campaign. You guys have raised like $4.5 million or something like that, but you're still a little short.
We're still a little short. So we have our building ordered. We have all of the things, but as you know, building costs are starting to go up. So we need to really push for this last, million to get this thing built. And I know there's people out there listening going, oh, the corporations will do it. Oh, they will. There is so much need in communities right now, and no donation is too small. So if you are like, you know what? I want to support play-based education in this children's museum. $5 does a ton for us.
Is that true?
A ton.
That's great.
Are you kidding me? If everyone listening right now gave $5,
are you parked See, I had a little donation I was going to make, but
Really?
I found a meter spot.
And then that took care of everything.
But seriously, how much can people, you need $1 million to finish. You've already got 4.5. So you guys are serious about this. It's a 16,000 square foot addition to an already amazing facility.
Correct. With 5 new exhibits that is going to house. So let me share with you, our capacity right now is about 350 people. If you come to our museum on a Saturday, there's about 700 bodies trying to get through our museum. We have a ginormous holiday extravaganza coming up on the, I believe the 22nd. Do you have that date in front of you? I should have that. I apologize. Holiday extravaganza. We have reindeer. We have Santa. We have all of the things coming to the museum. And we're full.
You're at capacity.
We're at capacity. And any parent out there going, I'm not going to take my kids somewhere that I'm not going to be able to get into or have to wait if it's cold or any of those things. So we're denying that education to children at a place where we say that play is the right of every child that comes to our museum.
And it's not like you're raising money for some new concept. This is a museum that's been around for decades, right?
We are tried and true. And honestly, people are like, what about the money that you're making at the door? Absolutely. Like a business. That's our operational cost. That pays for day-to-day things.
It's a non-for-profit, right?
It's a non-for-profit, correct.
Right.
So adding on 16,000 square feet costs a lot of money. Anyone tried to remodel a room in their house lately? Yeah, it's crazy expensive.
Right. So what do you do? Where do you go? I mean, you've got, I can give you I can give you a sawbuck.
Can you?
I can put that's cash in your pocket.
It is cash in my pocket. Yeah. No, it is a lot.
Yeah. But you're doing all the work yourself, and that's got to set you back a little bit.
We are all doing it. Yeah. I am out there digging in the dirt,
you got a jackhammer?
Moving this stuff. They won't give me a jackhammer yet. I keep saying, hey, and they're like,
a jackhammer.
No power tools for
I don't
her.
get out of bed in the morning unless I've got a jackhammer.
I know.
My guest is Heather Heil. She is the business affairs director at the Green Bay Children's Museum. They are in the middle of their, what is this called?
It's Reaching New Heights.
Reaching New Heights campaign. They've raised over $4 million. They're trying to raise another $1 million.
Just to finish this off, I'm going to tell you, friends, give because it grows.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way I can say it.
I was
when
not
you give
expecting
money
this to
to
be
the
a
museum,
PBS telethon tonight, by the way.
Give
But I'm happy to
because
help.
It grows. You know what? And
It's very cool.
I'm normally not a hardcore press. Like, hey, please help us out financially. But if you can, and you are compelled right now, get us over the finish line so I can do my job.
Especially now because culture is not. I wouldn't say culture is in abundance right now in our society. Like that, you can never have enough, and especially a place where kids can go to learn about stuff like this and talk about some of the stuff they would learn about. You've got.
All the STEM-based learning that
AI
we're doing.
festivity.
Yeah. All of the AI. We're bringing all of that, the CAD programming, all of that is coming into the education that we're working through with children. And Pete, we're finding out that education is starting earlier and earlier than we originally thought. Experts are now saying you should be reading to your baby before it's even born because they're hearing, and that helps with their literacy and all
that something?
So that 0 to 3 is so critical in brain development and the block building and where they're give them every opportunity you can.
Especially, I remember going to museums as a kid. My mom always took us. The Science and Industry Museum, the Field Museum, all these great places. I mean, you just make kids curious. And that's half the battle is getting them to want to learn about
engage
this
in
stuff.
something that's not a screen. Is there anyone saying amen to that out there right now?
I can't really cast the first stone there. But
I know, but
I'm an adult. I'm a lost cause.
Right.
I might as well just look at my phone all day.
No, you shouldn't. No. Pete, I can help you.
What of these events would I like the most? You've got AI stuff. You've got 3D printing, snap circuits. Is that supposed to be snap circuits? And I put the comma in the wrong place? Okay.
That's all right.
Oh.
So Pete, I honestly for you, so one of the new exhibits that we have coming is a trades and training exhibit. So it is literally a 2x4 house that when you and I went to college, we were told, go get your 4-year degree and you're going to get a job and things are going to be great. That is not the world that we live in. And our trades are being desecrated right now. Anyone out there who is looking to get a plumber or to get an electrician, like it's few and far between because people just aren't going into those. We're bringing in an exhibit, working with those skilled trades, working with NWTC, working with UWGB to help teach those kids at those early ages with the snap circuits about how electricity truly works and about plumbing and about virtual welding and all of that really cool stuff.
All right, fine. I'll learn how to plumb.
I know. We're going to grow with your kids.
So what are they doing? Because kids aren't really going to college either. So if they're not going to college and they're not learning trades,
they
are
need
they in the
to have
service
dreams.
industry or
they
what?
need to have these dreams.
They all want to be gamers and influencers?
No, they do want to be influencers. Number one thing that they want to be right now is influencers.
There's only a small room for influencers.
There are.
I mean, I hate to say it, but
Agreed.
It seems like, don't, and listen, I'm not trying to brag. I've got over 200 Twitter followers.
You do? I
It
just
only
joined
took me
Twitter
12
today.
years. Are you serious? Good luck. It's brutal.
I'm dead serious.
First of all, it's horrible.
I know it is. I was like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
You people are not kind.
Here's what you do. When you join Twitter, you don't use an actual photo or your real name. You just put an avatar and a bunch of numbers, and then you say crazy crap.
Oh.
And you rile people up. That's
Okay,
what.
I
And it's
used
a bunch
my
of
real-
trolls. It's horrible. Good luck.
Okay. Oh no, my little heart's gonna be broken there.
Twitter followers are not going to get you to your goal of $1 million. I'm just saying that right now.
Okay.
But
It's
I
really
will-
not a safe space for me.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, you never know. There's some good people on Twitter. I'm not saying there's not, but it's
You're
hard
there.
out there.
You're there. Okay.
If I wasn't doing this show, I would not be on Twitter.
Really?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really do anything. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Blue Sky. But
Do you do
Twitter's
the
the
TikTok?
worst.
Do you TikTok?
I have a TikTok account. I think I have 2 followers, and I only follow Rob Brackenridge.
There you go.
Conrad, we should make a TikTok tonight. Look at me. I'm like village person. It'll be
This
so
is
good.
A tailor-made moment for a TikTok right here. All right. Heather Heil is here, folks. We are going to have more with Heather when we come back after a very short break. Steve in the 920, that's Conrad's dad, says Band of Brothers is his favorite documentary, the miniseries based on Easy Company, the 506th Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division. Wow, your dad really pulled those numbers out of nowhere, didn't he? He says, I try to watch it once a year, and there you go. That's why. Conrad's mom following suit. I picture them on the couch just texting together.
I love
Isn't that
this.
sweet?
It's so sweet.
They got the YouTube pulled up.
It's like
Watching
date
it on
night
TV.
for them.
Awesome, Kriegers. Paula says, I like documentaries about the life of singers and their bands. Great answer.
Agreed.
Keep those coming, folks. What's your favorite documentary? We'll be right back with more with our friend Heather Heil from the Green Bay Children's Museum. It's Pete Schwaba and Nightlight. You've got the Civic Media Radio Network.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
The 13th Annual Veteran Suicide Awareness March is back. It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411, here to let you know about Hua, Wisconsin's 13th Annual March, which is a powerful event dedicated to honoring service members, veterans, and their families while raising awareness about veteran suicide. All proceeds from this event directly support Hua, Wisconsin's mission. Head out November 8th to the KI Convention Center, where you can register day of starting at 6:30 a.m. Learn more by going to wgbw.fm and clicking events.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show. Weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks. It's Pete Schwaba and Night Light with the dancing Heather Heil. Dave on the stream says just a bit outside. There you go. That's a nice. Conrad, are you over the Brewers yet?
No.
Did you watch any of the World Series?
No, I had to.
It was maybe the greatest World Series ever.
It
A
kinda
lot of
was.
people are saying that. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on. My team was out. I know your team went out after mine. Your team knocked mine out. So if I can get over it, enjoy the World Series.
Yeah, but it just wasn't as fun for me because we got swept.
I get it. I get it. That sucks.
I know, but by the national champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you got to look
World-
at this like positive.
World champs,
excuse me.
not national.
World. I wanted Toronto to win more than anybody, but
yeah, I really wanted them to.
I was
I
torn.
so did. Ooh.
I was back and forth because my parents were going for the Blue Jays, and I would go over there, and the Dodgers not my favorite team, but I lived there long enough, took my kids, blah blah blah. So I like the Dodgers. So they get a hit, and I go, yeah, just from instinct. And my mom would go, "Who are you cheering for?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Why are you
Good
mad
job,
at me?
Mom.
Like the Blue Jays are not your team either."
But we just
I kinda
hate
was
the
rooting for
Dodgers
them.
that much that we wanted them to win.
I was going for the Blue Jays. I admit it.
Yeah, same.
Tyler on the stream in the 608 says the gods must be crazy about the effect that a discarded Coke bottle can have. I forgot about. You ever see that?
The gods must be crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
From like 1985, maybe.
Wild.
They find a Coke bottle and it can have upon a sub-Sahara African culture. Very great stuff. And all right, I think are we caught up on TextCon?
We got a couple more.
We got a couple more. Okay, we could say let's not
That's easy.
blow all the text right away.
Yeah.
All right, so Heather Heil is here from the Green Bay Children's Museum. She is the director of business development. She was telling us all about this great campaign they have, the Reaching New Heights campaign, where they've raised, more than about 3/4 of the money you need.
We do.
Yeah,
We
$1
just
million short.
About $1 million to go. So it's nothing to shake a stick at. So
You know who you should talk to?
Who?
Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon. Yeah, my buddy.
He's got some walking around money.
Like, hey, maybe a little something for your girl.
He should help out here in Green Bay too.
I
think, because
agree.
You're doing great things here. So tell us about some other stuff coming up at the museum. You've got really I love reading about your events. I wish I had young kids again.
Because you can always volunteer. I would welcome you with open arms.
What would
to
I
come
do
volunteer.
if I was a volunteer at the Green Bay Children's
Well,
Museum?
you would tell me what you would want to do. So you would tell me your skill set. Like, hey, I'm not really people-y, so maybe I could clean something. Or I'm really people-y, or I want to do a science experiment with kids. Or I want to read to kids. Or this is where I really feel I would be most impactful. And after the background check on you, and you
they
would
got to do a
pass-
background check?
Oh, yeah, I got to do a background
No
check.
thanks.
Hard pass.
I would say these hands are registered lethal weapons.
Oh.
Is that what the kids want to hear?
That's exactly what the kids want.
I did that when I was.
The kids do, the parents don't.
I was working at my daughter's school, and I went up to the principal at the end of the year and I said, "Hey, when you did the background check on me, everything checked out, right?" And he goes, "Yeah."
And he was like, "I didn't really do it,
He
but I
already
guess I'm going to do
started
it."
sweating, and I just went, "Huh?" And he goes, "What's up?"
Is there something you need to tell me? Is
There
this
was
that
nothing.
moment?
Of course I passed.
No. Yes.
Conrad, do you ever have a background check?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you have to do it to get this job?
I can't remember. I think so. I don't remember.
The only thing on my record is that I stole a bunch of radio equipment. Other than that, I'm fine. All right, let's.
I got parking tickets.
Oh,
That's about all I have on my record too.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I know. So, but I
think that's all
I've
I
had
have.
it pulled on me a couple times. So
Speeding?
not. Knock on wood.
I don't really speed anymore just because
Oh,
I
I
don't want
do
to get
all
a
the
ticket.
time because I'm always late. I am.
Really? But it saves you like 30 seconds at the end
I know,
of the day.
but
you know?
I just am like, gotta go.
I've got business.
Anxiety.
I've got business to develop.
Yes.
All right.
What is the matter with you?
Tell us Tell us what is coming up at the Green Bay Children's.
Okay,
the
so
holidays are right around
the
the corner.
holidays right around the corner. So we have our holiday extravaganza kind of kicking things off coming up on November 22nd. So that's where we have right after the holiday parade, Santa and his live reindeer come to the museum, and we have the largest indoor snowball fight Green Bay has ever seen.
Yeah.
So you can come inside and do that, and Santa gets involved and get some really great photos, and again, get your science on with that stuff.
Yeah.
After that, we go into our breakfast with Santa that we have, and then we, of course, go into all other holidays because we celebrate equally at the museum and learn about all of the different traditions that people here in Northeast Wisconsin do. And we
Like what?
have Hanukkah, and we celebrate the Hanukkah is the menorah. See, I'm going to talk. You're not firing on all cylinders
You're
right now.
fine. The menorah, yeah.
The menorah, just in work with lights and the Chinese New Year, and all of those things start coming up. Also, our New Year's, one of our other biggest events is our Kids Rockin' Eve event on New Year's Eve. And at noon, the fire department comes with their ladder truck and does a countdown with us and like lowers their ladder.
I
and
bet
they
the
can
kids
do,
lose their
the
mind
kids
over that.
lose their mind. It's so awesome. We're excited. I'm going to let a little sneak peek out. There might be something with K-pop happening
Oh,
as
dear.
well. Just
Love some K-pop.
Gonna put that out there.
What is it about firefighters? Because I remember when I took my son Joe to his elementary school, they had firefighters coming. This is shortly after 9/11. It was about probably a couple months after. And the firefighter, we went to the firehouse in Van Nuys, California. We were doing this tour, and then they got a call.
Yeah, so
And
cool, right?
It was unbelievable. And here's what happens when you hang out with a bunch of comics. I said to my friend Paul Gilmartin, and I think my friend Jimmy Dore was in the car. The three of us are in there, and I said, and this fire truck pulled away, and the kids are watching these firefighters. And I got to tell you, I had a lump in my throat. And Paul goes, "Are you sure it was in your throat?" But it was exciting. Kids love firefighters.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my greatest fears in this world is that kids at some point will not want to grow up and be a firefighter or a police officer anymore. So as long as I am living in this world, I will always champion for them to see that and to feel that, because police officers and firefighters are amazing human beings, and we love you, and people do support you, and just keep being you.
And you can say that because you dressed like a construction worker for the first part of the segment.
I love all people.
Heather Heil is
I
here.
do.
We're coming back after the news. We're going to give her a Green Bay Packers quiz. That'll be fun, folks. Don't leave, and tell us what your favorite documentary is. It's Nightlight with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating you.
97.9 WGBW and WGBW.FM.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. Your voice, your vote. A woman is about to become governor of Virginia for the first time. Question is, which one? Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears or Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger? Polls there have closed, and they are closing in New Jersey, where Spanberger's former Capitol Hill roommate, Democrat Mikey Sherrill, is running against Trump-backed state lawmaker Jack Ciattarelli. In his third run for governor, he's betting that after 3 Democratic terms, people are fed up. Volker Baruch Brog.
Change is something that I think a lot of voters want, and I think we're going to get today.
Huge numbers of voters here in New York City, the most for any mayoral election in 20 years. Polls close at 9 New York time. Californians are voting on a proposition to redraw congressional maps early. Kentucky officials are getting complaints from many voters. Why are polling places closed? The answer, there are no elections today in Kentucky. This is ABC News.
It's the Bucks and the Raptors. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports. NBA, the Bucks road trip continues tonight when they take on the Raptors. Milwaukee coming off that thriller last night, 117-115 over their rival, the Pacers. Giannis with a 17-foot jump shot at the buzzer. Head coach Doc Rivers.
It's really good to see us make one at the end of the game against them. That was really nice.
College basketball, the Badgers beat Campbell at the Kohl Center, 96-64. Marquette with a win at home. over Albany 80-53. The Packers reacting to the news that tight end Tucker Kraft is done for the year after suffering a torn ACL Sunday.
I know who he is for this team and what he means to this team. And a lot of the guys, even, in the locker room and even in the huddle afterwards, we felt that. And, he's a leader on this team. He's a captain, and he's one of those guys that you really love to have on your team. So that's a heavy blow for us.
That's Packers running back Josh Jacobs with Sports on Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. It was a pretty slow weekend in the theaters. It was a good old-fashioned romance taking the top prize this weekend with the film Regretting You. The movie was poorly reviewed, but audiences don't seem to care. The film was in its second week in theaters and came in at $8.1 million for the top spot. The film barely outperformed Black Phone 2, which came in second place with an even $8 million in its third week of release. Chainsaw Man, the movie, dropped to third place this week after opening number 1 last week. The film pulled in just $6 million for a huge, almost 70% drop from the previous week. Begonia, on the other hand, the new film by Yorgos Lanthimos, saw an increase of 576% as it pulled in $4.8 million after expanding to over 2,000 screens. That was good for fourth place. The film is reviewing well with an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Coming in fifth place was a re-release of Back to the Future, which is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Some solid films, but a pretty slow weekend overall. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A partly cloudy sky for tonight, a low in the mid-40s. With sunshine tomorrow, another nice day, but not as warm, highs in the mid-50s. Staying mild for Thursday and Friday, then much, much colder as we look into the upcoming weekend. Right now it's 48.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show, weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
The elder care location.
Hey, this is Lance Barber, and you're listening to Nightlight with Pete Schwaba.
All right, I know what you did. You cleaned it up because someone from the Children's Museum is here.
You have to.
Well done, Konrad.
Yep.
This is Pete Schwaba, and Conrad's like, oh, yeah, that's what I did.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
I have two versions, and you just got to change it up sometimes.
And I think it's good that we have the
G-rated
version we just played. So that's great, and always good to hear from Lance Barber. So Heather Heil is here, folks. She is the Director of Business Development at the Green Bay Children's Museum. They are in the middle of a campaign, their Reaching New Heights campaign. And they'd love your help if you're willing. They're building a brand new addition, 16,000 square feet. It's going to be spectacular when you guys get it done.
It will. We're building big things. We're building dreams. Think of your younger self and how you want to help others in our community and what our future looks like.
Do it for the children.
I mean,
That's
really,
what I say.
it is.
It's an old phrase, but it's true. It is great to have you here, and it's great to catch up with you. You are kind of my conduit to Green Bay because I don't live here.
Mm-hmm.
And the show is on statewide, so I can't just move to one city.
No, you have to know all of the things.
Correct. So you are my Green Bay person. So what is happening? Is there anything exciting we should know about coming up prior to the holidays, either at the Children's Museum or just in town?
In general, someone looking to come visit Green Bay, some must-do for the holiday season. Downtown Green Bay and the Broadway Market has I always say this incorrectly, the Kris Kringle Market. Is that how you say that? It's called something.
Okay.
It's a market, though. It has little shops, and they do wine walks, and they do all of these special activities, and it's quite spectacular. So they have that there. The Wisconsin Public Service does a Garden of Lights at our botanical gardens that are unbelievable, and if you have a chance, you should check those out. Our Meyer Theater here always brings in amazing tribute bands, and check their schedules, and it's just a glorious theater. And you and I talk about this all the time. We need to support those arts and those theaters, because if we don't, they will go away.
And Frank's Christmas.
Frank's
we
Christmas.
saw that last year. What a fun way. My son drove up, we picked up my daughter, and we all met at the Meyer Theater.
Yep.
And Frank's show, Let Me Be Frank, had kicks off
the holiday season.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like Frank is just a genuinely great human
He's
being.
so much fun when he comes in. He's like the male version of Heather Heil. Would
He
you agree
kind
to
of
that,
is.
Konrad?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
I actually teased him one time. I'm like, hey, you and me on the road together. Can you imagine? Like, whatever.
That's a
He's
show.
like, oh, okay.
That's a show. That's awesome. Well,
So just a couple of things if you're looking for things to do here. Love doing those things. And I'm actually kind of bummed this weekend. Heritage Hill, which is like a historical park here in Green Bay.
I've been there.
They have a Snapdragon Tavern happening this weekend, and it's sold out. So
What
they
is
go
that?
back to like an 1860s tavern, and they have like
wow.
all costumed and like the spirits that you would be drinking and the games and the travelers. And I am all about an immersive experience. So yeah, it's so cool. So just watch Heritage Hill because they do that a couple times a year.
That sounds really fun. I remember I was reading this book about Teddy Roosevelt, if I could name drop, and he,
Your buddy?
and they said they were celebrating an election win back in the when Roosevelt was like turn of the century, but they said all the great songs were playing, and one of them was called "There's Going to Be a Hot Time in the Old Town Tonight."
Oh yeah, shake it up.
That was before like jazz, I think. Even like,
I mean,
what was the
really,
music like? That?
Can you imagine?
So to go to Heritage Hill to something like that,
and they
seems
have
it'd be
like
really fun.
musicians, and it's just really I love that kind of stuff. So
Same.
very, very cool stuff happening here in this area.
Those are great suggestions. Should we do the quiz, Con?
Okay, I'm a little nervous about this quiz because I really just am new to football, believe it or not. So I am like a tailgate.
You're new to football.
I'm a tailgate queen. Like I love to go out there and get out there and do all of that, but I'm just starting now to learn the game. So,
all right.
So I might need to tag you in.
I'm glad. Well, I made it, so I can't be tagged in.
Can I tag you in?
What do you mean tag? Like a lifeline?
He is the answer
We
guy,
could be like the Bushwhackers, and I could be like tagging
So
you
I'm-
in.
Okay,
There you go,
so
like
then
that.
I can help out with the answer.
Yeah, just give
Okay.
a little hint maybe or something. I made it pretty easy, so.
I listen. I don't even
That's
know.
what you say every time.
I don't know if I would know all the answers to this. I like a good sports contest once in a while, but I wouldn't call myself a.
Okay,
an
so
historian.
is there like a vein that we stayed in with these Packer questions, or is it like
It's about the quarterbacks, and there's there's like two questions about the history. Of the
okay?
Packers.
So actually, like, all right,
The Packers are having a good season. I don't know if you've been following. Are they 5-2-1?
listen.
Well, yeah.
I know we're all a little heartbroken after the game. Like, let's just be honest. However, we are still number one in our division, you guys. Number one.
Yeah.
Number one. Okay.
When you say we,
I'm part of
me.
the team.
I am an
Two of you?
owner.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
So
we in Green Bay, you can say we.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
We-
Fair enough.
uh-huh.
That's fair.
Mhm.
All right. So this is our Nightlight Green Bay Packers
quiz.
history quiz,
Quarterback history
quarterback
quiz.
slash history
quarterback
quiz.
sneak.
And I can't think of anyone I'd rather have taking this test here in the studio than the unbelievably talented Heather Heil, who is here with us again on Nightlight, and it's just great. So here we go. Number one. I like to start with number one. That's just
I know that's usually a good place to start. Yes.
Who was the first starting quarterback in Green Bay Packers history? Was it A, Bart Starr, B, Ricky Weeks, C, Michael Redd, or D, Red Dunn?
Number one.
Heather, this is going to be.
Is this going to be brutal? I don't know. What was that?
You were close. Go 3 down.
No. Okay. See, you weren't helping me
Number
there. Who
D.
was it? What was the answer?
Red Dunn.
Red Dunn was the first quarterback
That was kind of a
for
tough
Green
question,
Bay.
Konrad.
That was a really tough question. Who knows that?
Did you know that before you put this quiz together?
Yeah,
You did not.
I took some tours. I took 2 tours of the
You
of
did two
Lambeau
tours?
before.
You did
I
two
did
tours.
two. He did two tours of the Packers Stadium.
I did 2 tours. Guess who's going to be assigned to do a tour? Because I don't know.
He almost said to do a third one. All right. We will. You're doing fine. You got a long way to go here. 102 questions.
Sorry, my people.
Number 2. Which Packers quarterback won the first 2 Super Bowl MVP awards? Was it A, Bart Starr, B, Brett Favre, C, Aaron Rodgers, or D, Matt Flynn?
Number one.
Well done. All right, that's 1 for 2.
Okay.
You're batting 500.
I know. I just didn't know the red one. Actually, that was a hard question. I never heard that
It's
before.
I probably would have guessed it wasn't. Who is Ricky Weeks, by the way? Is that
Ricky Weeks
Adam
is like
Sandler?
No, isn't that
He's
from
a Brewers player.
Okay.
From like 2010, I think.
I know he was in a Major League. Ricky Weeks.
Sport even. All right.
Michael Rex from the Bucks.
Come on now.
He's trying to trick you.
I know he's
Number
sneaky.
3. Who did the Packers draft to eventually replace Bart Favre as the starting QB? Is it A, Jordan Love, B, Matt Flynn, C, Aaron Rodgers, or D, Brian Baumgartner?
Aaron Rodgers.
Is that Kevin from The Office?
Yeah. A-Rod.
All right. Heather is a 2 for 3. Heather Heil is my guest here on Nightlight in the studio.
Well, we've had like 3 quarterbacks
hanging
for
out.
15 years. So, I mean, I'm going to get some of that in there. It's just before that. That gets a little, when we get Magic Man and all.
It's a little hazy.
Leah.
Lynn Dickey, yeah. In what year did the Packers win their first Super Bowl? Was it A, 1966? Season played, the Super Bowl would have been 1967. B, 1919, C, 1870, or D, 2010?
66? Yeah, it was 66.
She's on a roll.
They started in 1919.
Is that when the Packers started?
I think so, right?
Probably.
I don't know. It
Yeah,
might,
I
it
think
might
it's
be a
1919.
question.
Like, that's why the restaurant is called 1919.
It might be a question on there, so I don't know.
All right.
okay.
Interesting.
Oh, see,
Food
he's
for thought.
playing.
Number 5. How many
Coy.
NFL MVP awards did Brett Favre win during his career? Was it A1, B2, C3, D, none, too many interceptions?
2? 2 or 3?
Well, if you could commit to
2? 3. I'm going to commit to 3. Let's go 3.
All right. D probably would have been true too. But Favre's already in the Hall of Fame.
Because you get the MVP when you win Super Bowl. So I was just trying to do the math there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you don't get you don't have the MVP just for winning the Super Bowl.
No, but if you play in the Super Bowl, don't you have to be in the Super Bowl to get the most valuable player
You have
award?
to play in the Super Bowl to get the Super Bowl most valuable
Oh,
player.
okay.
Yeah.
See, we're learning something.
Man, when I'm the
Look at
sports
us.
authority.
Dropping our sports knowledge on you. Right now, my Dan right now is going ballistic at how
He's
horrible
pacing.
I am. Yes.
He's pacing
Sorry,
at home.
I'm letting you down.
You're 4 for 5, Heather. Number 6, which Packers QB famously started 297 consecutive regular season games? Was it A, Bart Starr, B, Brett Favre, C, Aaron Rodgers, or D, Don Majkowski?
Brett Favre.
Very well done. 5 for 6. Heather Heil tearing it up, folks. Number 7, what QB of the Packers was drafted in the first round from Utah State University? Was it
Konrad. I think it's Aaron Rodgers.
Was it A, Peter Schwabler III?
Is that your cousin?
I actually have a cousin named Pete Schwaba and an uncle named God rest their souls. B, Jordan Love, C, Brett Favre, D, Tom Brady.
Brett Favre. It's not Brett Favre.
Utah State.
Because Brett Favre was okay.
Schwabler did not go to
No, it
Utah
wasn't Schwabler. It was not Brett Favre. It was, who were the other two?
Jordan Love and Tom Brady.
Jordan Love.
Oh, she is on a roll.
Process
6
of elimination.
for
Peter
7.
Schwabler was really good in the NFL, though.
He had a good arm. Just
He did.
couldn't.
That's not a made up person. That totally sounds like a Konrad name. I'm like, Schwabler?
He was a good quarterback. He did not throw for strength or accuracy, and he really couldn't read his progressions.
I would have named a dance after him. The Schwabler.
Schwabler,
Yeah, because that just makes me want to like wiggle.
Makes you want to wobble.
It does.
I like that. Peter Schwabler. Okay. I love how you went with Peter, too, to make him sound like an
Peter.
intellectual,
Yeah.
further distancing him from the world of the NFL. Number 8. What year was the Green Bay Packers franchise founded? Was it A, 1345?
No.
B, 1919. C, 2002. D, 1818.
1919.
Very well done.
Yeah,
Heather
see,
is
okay,
on
you
a
weren't sneaking
roll.
around there.
Heather Heil is crushing our Green Bay Packers quiz.
People out there listening are screaming, going, yeah. Are you new? Do
Your
you
boyfriend
really not
is
know
starting
these?
to
Yes.
like you again.
I know. He's like,
All right.
okay, woo, she's not that embarrassing.
Number 9.
Man, she looks smart.
Who is the Packers head coach during their Super Bowl XLV victory? What is that? Is that 50?
Mike Holmgren?
Is that 55?
I think isn't it 45?
I don't know. Who are my choices? Is it Mike Holmgren?
We have to put this to the committee because this is a very confusing question. Neither one of us really know
what it is.
I don't
For
know.
Super
I
Bowl
don't
45 was
know
like,
Roman numerals.
honestly, Dan's
Well,
probably
let's just do this.
texting and
Let's do
screaming
this.
at me right
Who
now.
was the Packers head coach? Was it A, Con Happy Kruger?
No.
B, Mike McCarthy? C, Matt LaFleur? Or
No.
D, Vince Lombardi?
B.
B?
Yeah. Is that the answer? Yeah.
Yes. We
Okay.
didn't even get the question right.
It
She got
is
the answer
45,
right.
by the way.
Yeah, is it a 45? Okay, yeah.
Because
I'm
X.
weird with years
Yeah.
and numbers.
Me too. It's been a long time since I've been fluent in Roman numerals. Number 10. Favorite Packer of all time. No wrong answers. A, all of them.
That's the correct one.
A, all of
Just
them.
you give her
Or
the answer
B,
like that, Conrad.
Mason Crosby.
Okay,
your favorite
I like
Packer?
that too.
It is for real.
How come?
Well, let me just, again, non-for-profit world.
Oh.
He did so much for this community, him and his wife, and really elevated not only on the field but off the field. And so to me, a good player is someone who can perform on the field as well as off the field. So that's why I loved him so much.
That's a great, and you know what? Good for him. And who was it? It was John Roach. Last week was on the show, and he made this great documentary about UW basketball player who was involved in a tragedy. And John said, sports is the best when it elevates above sports.
Correct.
So many people don't want athletes ever to talk or say anything.
Nope.
And I'm like, okay. All right, we are coming right back. We've got 3 more questions for Heather.
Okay.
She's only missed one. Her boyfriend will not break up with her as of yet. Hopefully she'll do well in these last 3, and we'll read more of your texts before we close things down. It's Night Light with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
She's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. 'Cause I just can't look. It's killing.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton, improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit wiinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Appleton Cigar Company on College Avenue has been serving the community for over 25 years. If you are a cigar aficionado looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, you need to check out Appleton Cigar, which boasts the largest selection of cigars north of Milwaukee with over 706 cigars to choose from in a walk-in humidor. The Cigar Lounge offers an impressive variety of spirits and cocktails that pair perfectly with a premium cigar. For the full experience, come to Appleton Cigar at 415 College Ave, Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. For more information, go to appletoncigar.com.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
State Senator Sarah Kieski, I want to talk about campus closures, especially the UW Baraboo closure.
To see these closures keep happening is heartbreaking, and seeing that there's not been an appreciation of not only the importance of this for students, but really recognizing that these are economic drivers in these small rural communities that is having a huge impact.
The award-winning Maggie Dawn Show. Weekday afternoons from 4 until 6.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Civic Media.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think. Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Won't you lift me above the old routine? Make it nice, play it clean, Jasmine.
Welcome back, folks. This is Nightlight in the home stretch here on a Tuesday night, broadcasting live from downtown Green Bay, statewide in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Tomorrow night on the show, Northeast Wisconsin-based actress Heather Arndt will be here, and influencer and AI expert Jeremy Carrasco will be here. Looking forward to that show. That will be fun. We've got a couple more texts we'll get to here before we finish our quiz with the lovely and talented Heather Heil, who is next to me in the studio. She has lost the construction garb, and she is taking our Packers quiz. If you think that will help you to put the hard hat on.
No.
Okay.
But thanks. I appreciate
Proceed
that.
at your own risk.
Yep.
Okay. Con, Jules Smith from Cross Plains in the 920 says, chasing ghosts or the King of Kong? Discuss amongst yourselves. Thank you, Jules. Do you know either one of
No,
those?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with, but I was listening like all night, and I've been writing stuff down
there's
because
some
I
good-
really love to watch a good documentary.
Definitely. Bridget in the 818 says, I remember going to the theater to watch Hoop Dreams. It was really good. Hard to choose
yeah.
a best documentary. Totally agree, Bridget.
Great.
Thank you. This is Chloe from the 630. Making a Murderer is our favorite documentary. He absolutely did it. Oh, man, that's opening a can of worms. Because I don't know if he did.
Okay, what else we got for text?
In the 847, Justin from the northwest suburbs of Chicago says, my favorite documentary is Unknown, Cosmic Time Machine on Netflix, a documentary about the new James Webb telescope. Wow.
Oh,
That's
sounds
interesting.
Yeah,
It
that
does
sounds
sound
really
interesting. The Webb, he and Hubble, of course, always competed. They jockeyed for first position with... Totally making it
Okay, I was like, wow, you know a lot about telescopes.
I'm a Hubble man. I love the Eagle Nebula photos are amazing. Thank you for the text, folks. Thank you to Ian Teal for being here tonight and to Heather Heil.
Sure, my pleasure.
You've got 3 questions left, though, before we let you get out of here.
I do. Can I quick tell you my favorite documentary?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is that okay? All right.
It is okay.
Very
It's
quickly.
required.
Recently, it's going to be that John Candy documentary. I fell in love with that thing so hard. Like, it was just so good. It has all of
Did
the
we
things.
talk about that last time you
we
were
did
here?
because we was coming out, and I was like, and we John Candy movie and did the whole thing, and now it's come out, and there's just this glorious scene in this documentary where it goes into the Steve Martin scene of Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and when Steve Martin's character is berating him on like what an awful person he is
The
and how
chatty
nobody
Cathy doll.
nobody likes him, and all of a sudden John Candy just says, I like me.
My wife likes me.
Yeah, and it just made me stop in my tracks, and like it was waterworks, and I mean I've seen the scene before, but just he was a good human. He gives me faith in humanity, and I love that. And behind that is I'm in a documentary club, so once a month I meet with ladies, and we all pick different documentaries. The other one we just watched that I am obsessed with, it's called Crip Camp, and it was made in about 2020. And it's about people with different abilities who in the 70s and 80s would go to specialized camps to be together. And one of them wanted to be a film producer. So there's all of this raw footage of them at this camp. And it's kind of like a Catskills camp and how they all form together and go against the Disabilities Act, against Ronald Reagan and all of this activism that they did. It's really a beautiful historical piece.
Wow. And what is that called?
It's called Crip Camp.
Okay.
And regardless of your political beliefs, the Obamas had some backing in on it. Like Michelle Obama is like a producer on her.
Okay.
It's a really incredible watch. So
wow, that's awesome. All right, I'll have to check that out as well. John from the 608 says, best docs, anything by Ken Burns. Dude, the GOAT. Hard to argue with that. I loved the Civil War. I mean, there was a guy in there called Shelby Foote, a professor. I can't remember what college. He's the best voice. And he was an expert on the Civil War and talks about the Confederates. And that was such a beautiful documentary and so heartbreaking, too.
Anytime that you can learn about something in a fun way, it's a win.
And I want to say the John Candy, that scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where he's defending himself, it's so hard for me to get past the fact that his pajamas match the drapes in the hotel.
I know, of course they do.
I can't. But then he starts talking and you feel like you're going to cry.
It's so good. And Catherine O'Hara's in there and she's a national treasure. So
she's outstanding.
I love her.
Did you see her in Orange County?
Yes. Honestly, I am obsessed with her.
Waiting for Guffman?
Yeah. Like if I could have like dinner with anyone, it would be her.
Catherine O'Hara. She's fantastic. All right. You've got 3 questions left. I think we can squeeze these in
sure we
before
can,
we get out of here. Number 11. Which Packers QB was known as the Magic Man? Was it A. Bart Starr?
Don Majkowski.
Oh, nothing. Hot fun in the summertime. Okay, number 12. Who led the Packers to victory in the famous Ice Bowl game? Was it A. Malik Willis, B. Bart Starr, C. Aaron Rodgers, or D. George Ice McGee?
Bart Starr.
Oh, my gosh. She's only got one wrong, right?
Yeah.
Malik, though, I like that.
Conrad, you should be ashamed of yourself. No, I'm berating him. I told him, make it easy. Make the guest look good.
Thank you, Konrad. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have. You're
like
doing
that first one,
I
didn't know, though. I really just didn't know that.
Red Dunn wouldn't have known that one.
Wow.
What unique ownership structure makes the Packers different from every other NFL team? They are owned by Quick Trip. They are owned by QB of the team that year.
They are owned by me.
C, they are publicly owned by shareholders. Or D, the players are paid by cheese curds.
C and D. There's
C
a
and
mixture.
D.
Yes.
Well done, Mr. Love. Here are your curds for the week.
Hey, you could pay me in curds.
The orange cheese as opposed to the yellow. Orange or yellow?
Orange.
Orange, totally.
Yeah, I know.
Yellow does nothing for me.
I know, and I don't like them when they're square either. I like them when they're all misshapen.
Yeah. I don't care about that, but I need orange cheese in my curds. Otherwise, get out of here.
Game
Done.
over for Pete.
Next. Hey, we are coming back tomorrow night, folks. Thank you, Heather, for being here. You're always fun. Good luck with your project.
So much.
Keep us
Thank
posted.
you so much. Learn
I've
more
got
on
a double
our website.
sawbuck for you after the
Okay,
show.
thank you.
We are getting out of here now, but we will be back tomorrow night with great guests, fun conversation, and hope you'll be part of the show. On behalf of the lovable producer Konrad, I'm Pete Schwaba saying good night, Wisconsin.